All right, hello, and welcome to the very first lesson in the HTML and CSS module. Hopefully you have just completed the welcome module, which gave you a brief introduction to how the pairwise workspace and curriculum work. And now you've moved forward to the HTML and CSS module, where we're at the very first intro challenge. So this is just meant to be a quick introduction to what this module is all about. And for that, I'm going to jump over to this sandbox, and I'm going to come over here and change the sandbox type to be HTML and CSS. And then over here, I'm going to type HTML, and then have a closing tag, and then type body, and then type h1, and then type hello. And you'll see that the word hello appears over here. So this is just a very basic HTML document, and it's similar to what we saw in some of the first intro challenges here. So just to give you a quick recap, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and this is the fundamental building block for all web pages. And so essentially HTML allows you to provide tags. So these HTML, body, h1, these are all tags, and these provide some kind of semantic information or meaning about the elements on the page. And so web browsers use this language to understand how to render HTML for us to look at. And so understanding HTML is the very first step to building web pages, and then CSS is the next step, and CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. So HTML basically provides the structure for a document, and CSS provides rules for how the document should be laid out and how it should be styled. So in this module, we're going to be going through and first working through some challenges to introduce HTML, and then working through some challenges to introduce CSS. And then we have a few projects which have you building your own simple web pages. And you can complete all of these projects in this sandbox environment here. So that's going to cover it for this intro section for now. The next section will cover a lot more detail about what HTML is. And just one more quick thing to mention here. Don't forget that the pairwise course does track the challenges that you've completed. So you can use this as a quick reference to see which challenges you've completed and to use that to kind of jump around and work on the different challenges. We really recommend that you try to work on the challenges in order, but if you do get stuck on some challenge, it's okay to move forward to the next one and keep solving other challenges that you haven't solved yet. And you can always come back to any challenge that you had trouble with to work on it again in the future. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this video. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you in the next one.